On number one farm, I'd like to have a start at 80 if you'll give it. Will anybody give me an $80,000 start on number one farm in the crowd? Would you do that? Would anybody give an 80 and start it? Well, boys, if you want, I will start it myself and I'll give 70. So you have got a 70 bid. If you want to bid more, that's great. You bid one time. I will not buck my bidders, but I'll give something for anything. I'd give something for each one of you. Joe Don, I'd give something for Joe Don, you know that. Not much, but I'd give something. All right, I'll give 70. Now, $71,000 bid, $71,000 bid, 71. Hey, $71,000 bid, $71,000 bid, $71,000 bid, 71. Hey, $71,000. The allotments on it are more. Actually, the allotments are more on it than what there is land, as you'll see on nearly all of these. If you want to go in there and like we say, put in any crop you want to, you're welcome to do so.
What's your minimum, Dad?
What?
What's your minimum jump on this? Have you got a minimum?
$500 on that, $500 where, $70,500 here, $500. Hey now, $70,500 where, $500, you can own today, men, right here. Dwayne is going to take the price, and you boys are here. And this is a super opportunity for a lot of us in this barn this morning. Now, it's an opportunity. You know, when someone is having to sell for some particular reason or needs to sell, it is your advantage to take care of it. This is a once-in-a-lifetime deal for you people, as far as I'm concerned. When you can buy something located in 2 miles of Frederick and lays like that farm lays, and you can buy it this morning for 70, you better be tending to business. These things don't come along, and they won't come along forever. And I know a lot of people are wondering when the bottom is going to hit on farmland. And you're thinking that this morning. But let me tell you something. There won't be anybody come around and blow a big whistle and say, today it hit the bottom. These boys out of Channel 4 won't be telling you that, and then Tony won't and no one else, because no one knows. But I do know this. A lot of the land we've been selling lately, down at Davison and Granfield, has been going along pretty good. So it could very well be that we're already over that bottom, that we're started back the other way. And another thing, a lot of you thinking a lot of land's going to be selling. Well, this could be just as wrong as you ever thought, because FHA got a few isolated deals where you can buy something and buy it at a price like we got today. And now another thing, and I happen to know this because I've been working with the Federal Land Bank on some deals. They will let these things go at auction a lot cheaper than they'll ever let them go after they get them back in their name and get them around.
Central and everything, the water comes off the east, comes out the northeast corner on his quarter, comes out the southeast corner on his quarter. There's a waterway along the south side of the quarter that John Wade's selling. In other words, the only water problem this quarter has is its own problem.
That I'm telling you like it is. We're selling this land this morning. Dwayne's selling this land to you this morning. He's not invoicing this land. Nobody's out here invoicing it. Now you can sit back and watch me buy it if you want to. But you're making a mistake, fellas. I see some guys right here in this crowd right here today that ought to be bidding on that farm. And anytime you can buy that farm under $80,000, you've got it just stolen, as far as I'm concerned. I think if there's a farm in this county that's worth $80,000 or more, it's that one right there on today's market. At one time, it would have brought $180,000.
In 1980, I was offered $160 for it.
In 1980, he's offered $160. So right there you are, man. Now, I can, maybe a real bad, sorry place somewhere, I can see you backing off a little bit maybe. But we're talking about one of the better ones now. You don't fight terraces. If you want me to have it, just sit right back there and don't bid. But $1,000 here, $71,000 bid, $71,000 bid, 71. Hey now, $71,000 here, $71,000 bid, 1. Hey now, $1,000 here, $1,000. There's not a person in. I'd like to raise it at $70,500 myself today. It's the cheapest one I've sold. I thought last Saturday up yonder when I sold Thurman's was bad, but this is something else. But you're here. If you're satisfied to let it go at $70,500, watch me. Just stand back there and watch it. Because it's $1,000 bid, $1,000, 71,000. Hey now, $71,000 bid, $1,000 bid. You will not have opportunities probably in your lifetime ever to do what you can do right here in this barn this morning. You're looking, and it was 90. And I said, well, I think it'll sure bring from 80 to 90. Today it's 70,500. Bid me 71,000 anybody. Hey, $71,000 bid, $1,000 bid. Hey now, $1,000 bid, 71 here, a great road on it, just 2 miles right off from the highway up there. I really think anybody came here this morning thinking this land would be this cheap. But you're here, Federal Land Bank is there, Federal Land Bank will loan you some money if you need help. 70,500 is the bid. Would you give 71? Anybody give 71? If not, I'm going to go right on and sell number 2 farm. 71,000. Anybody? Anybody get 71? Hey, anybody get 71? $1,000 here, $1,000 here, $1,000. You know, just I can remember years ago that farm was 100 to 100 and something, and you go back to 79, 80, it was 160 to 180. Boys, that's off, what, 60, 70%. 10 to business here this morning. 71,000, do you want to do it? You won't have another chance. And I know some guys right in this bunch right here that's awful close to that land. Some of you have land awful close to it, and you're letting it get away at this price. Tell you what I'd do, I'd buy that good one and sell one somewhere else. Anybody get 71? Tony's got the bidder at 70,500. Anybody get 71? If you're through, I've got to be 71. 71. 71, anybody? All through and down it goes. Just like Dwayne told you, it doesn't have a water. There's one little place where the water from it stands a little bit. And a moldboard plow, just to run it out the ditch would stop that. A dirt machine, a little bit out of that, just a little, I mean, it's, you, with your naked eye, you don't even see it. But now there is a good one. Dwayne was a little while getting a little bit of cotton stripped in a little place there about as big as this barn. Anybody get 71? All through and down it goes. Last call. You're going to do it? Anybody get 71? Anybody here? Anybody get 71? All right, I'm going to sell that farm for $70,500 to your bidder, Tony.
Charles Fryer.
Charles Fryer. All right, Charles Fryer is the bidder at $70,500. I want to give Charles. You're going to get it. You get it this morning. If you want to go down there, of course you can't do that. It's too wet, but had it not rained, you could have windrowed that wheat if you wanted to today. So it's going to be yours, though, here in just a few minutes. Just like that one is Charles Fryer's I just sold. Now, and like I say, boys, Monday, if you want to do this, go down there Monday and have a check coming to you, just right quick, on all this. What you give today, you're going to get some of this back right quick. Okay, now farm number 2. The possession is 100% possession, like we say right today. It's the terms are the same, 20% down. You pay for it June the 5th at Tony's office.
There, and some of it drains down through Kenneth Nix, but it's all the water drainage that runs on that farm is through grass. As far as cultivated land, no water problems. And as far as productivity, it's just as good as the one across the road.
All right, you've heard what Dwayne told you there. Now, 56,500. Would you get 57? 57. 50 now, 7 here, $57,000, 57. I got 56.5 now, 7 here, $57,000, 57. Hey, 56.5, 57, anybody, that's 300, what is that, $350 an acre. 350 an acre, man. And if you, I hope you've seen it, most of you boys know. I need another bid here. 57.5. Hey, now 57.5. I got 57.5 and now 58. Hey, now $58,000 bid, $58,000 one time, I got a bid of 58. Hey, 57.5 and now $58,000 one time. I got 57.5 and now 8. Hey, 57.5 and now $8,000 one time to get a bid of $58,000 one time to get a bid of 58. Hey, $58,000 here to get a bid of 58, and a bid of 58, and a bid of 58, and a bid of 58. It lays right just across the road from the other one, right there on that good paved road, 2 miles from town. Anybody get 58? Anybody get 58? I've got the good bidder on right now, an awful good friend of mine has got to bid. Anybody get 58? You boys do what you want to do, quit when you get ready. Don't get in if you don't want to. Let someone else have these good bargains today. Anybody get 58? It won't always be like this, men. It is going to be different. When you can buy it today at this price, get after it in your pocket, and you ought to be thinking. I know pessimism has set in on the farmers. And I know all you can do is talk about how bad it is. But I can tell you one thing, it's not that bad. Just start thinking a little different. You're going to have a great wheat crop this year if we can dodge these hails that's coming through the country. And farming will turn around. I've been doing this for 40 years. I've watched the ups and downs of it. Nothing gets so high but what it comes down, and nothing gets so low but what it comes back up. And that's what we're going to have right here today. You're going to see this land turn around, and when you do, everybody in this building is going to say, why didn't I buy it when it's cheap? You know, when it gets high, everybody, they come out of the bushes and everywhere. You farmers right around here today can buy it for a song and sing a song yourself. I don't know any more I can tell you, but I believe what I'm telling you. I think you need to be doing it. You need to be bidding on this land today at this kind of a price, man. It is down there so cheap, everybody in this barn. Let me hand you boys this thing here in case you want to. 7,500 was that bid. We're going to number 3 farm, but you can't cut it with that combine. Okay, man, it is not in the program for you to do that, but you are getting it. Possession of the number 3 farm will be today. 4 acres of allotment than there is farmland. It's got a nice grass pasture, it's got water, and it's the next one we're going to sell here this morning. Would anybody in this house have anybody have anything you want to ask me first? Does anybody have anything you want to ask me? Well, boys, I've got a man in this crowd that told me he would give $45,000 and start to bid on that place. I've got $45,000 bid on it, and if I don't get a nickel more, I'll call his name because he is right in this barn with us. 40 say, hey, 45 and now $6,000 one time to get $6,000 here to get 45,000. Say, well, 45.5. Let's do it the hard way. 45.5 here to get 500. Hey, $45,500 where to get $45,500 where to get 45.5. Hey, I got $45,000 and a $45,500 here to get 500. Hey, now 45,500. Hey, now $45,500 where in a bit of 45.5. Hey, in a bit of 45.5. Hey, in a bit of 45.5 and a bit of $45,500 here to get a bit of $500 where to get a bit of 45,500. In a bit of 45,500. Yes, sir. That's Terry, Clyde Terry. Man, I have got the bidder. I will call his name if I don't get more. I'm telling you exactly like it is out here this morning. Anybody get $45,500? Would anybody in this crowd give $45,500? Hey, anybody get $45,500 where to get 500? Anybody get $45,500 where to get $45,500 where to get $45,500? Anybody get $45,500? If not, I'm fixing to sell it. I do not know anything else I can tell you. I think the land is worth the money to every human standing in this barn today. But if you don't want to give any more, that's your privilege here today. You're the judge and you are the jury. Anybody get $45,500? All through and down it goes. Last call now.
Y'all wait, there's a bunch of them not paying attention to business.
Well, they're sure not, Tony.
They're not paying attention to business.
I know this is hurting Dwayne, because Dwayne thought this land would bring more money than what we got bid. But Dwayne's taking it. You watch him. He's standing right there. We're not out here, like I told you a while ago, invoicing the land. We're selling it. You're buying it today. I want to give another $500. Anybody get $45,500 for it? Would you bid right now? $45,500. Anybody get $45,500? I don't want to sell out if you want to bid, but if you don't want to, there's no point in me taking a lot of more time. Anybody get $45,500? Anybody get $45,500? I wish you could see the wheat on it right today if you haven't already seen it. It looks like to me it makes 60, 70 bushel an acre. It is a super wheat crop on this thing. And you get it. You cannot cut it for harvest, but you can cut it and bale it. $46,000. Hey, now $46,000. Where did I get 46? Anybody get 46? I've got a bidder. I think I had a new bidder then, brand new. Little one over there. Would you give $46,000 for it? Ralph Heap, are you plumb dead? I don't believe you got it. Give 46 even for it now.
Got 46.
I got 46 and now 5, Mr. John. Hey, now 46,500. Thank you so much, pal. Do what?
There's just no reason for people to be backing up and not taking advantage of this. Now, I understand that cars have got to go up. So somebody needs to bid and take this away from Old Clyde before we both have to raise prices and pay for this land.
We can start us a little debate here, can't we? Well, Ralph is exactly right. I know you're not listening to me. Maybe you will listen to Ralph. 100 an acre, 48 would be 3. Would you give that? Anybody? $46,500. John, you wouldn't? Well, he's going backwards. Anybody get 46.5? All through and down it goes the last call. They're up here in town. And Clyde, we thank you, and I'm going to hand you a little deal that you can take up to the AFC office and use these figures and tell them to mail you a check Monday night. Number 4 farm. It's located 3 miles north of Frederick and 2 miles east. The legal description is the southeast quarter, section 22, 1 south 17. It consists of about it's a quarter, 160 acres.